Welcome back to our channel. Today we will punch our all-over design, but before we can start punching we have to check the design and make necessary modifications. First we have to enforce the upper border with an edge. Next I have to split the border section in the middle and invert one side. I can also add already underlay. First to the border section and then to the two blood stitches. Also the bore stitches can be added already. I can mirror them to the other side. And now actually the preparations are ready. When I call up the punching command for the first time, I have to define the machine first. I use our SHC. Borer must be on. Then I define the starting point. Go to the center of the blood stitch. Add lock stitches. And I define an underlay in the center of the blood stitch. Part A is defined as group, but I want to move the start of the group to the right side. So I just take the group start function and drag it to my new position. Now I can connect with the group start and punch the blood stitch and the add stitch. Here I can cross the blood stitch and punch the blood stitch below the borer section. Before I can continue with the borer, I have to terminate my group, because the borer in part C is not same as the borer in part A. Now I can continue with the borer. Now the border part is also done. I can finish part A with the last blood stitch. That I can cross to part D as close as possible, I have to change the exit point for the blood stitch. D is the start of part B, and the circle is the start of the border group. I move the start a little bit down. Now I connect with the start of rung B first, and then with the group start. Now I can punch the hole. The group is also ready, so I terminate the group. Next I punch the edge on the right side. Double underlay and connect with the edge. The group is already punched, so I just have to connect with it. I continue below. Underlay on the edge. Before I continue, I have to cut the edge. So that we can return at the same position. I also have to open the space for one stitch. Now I can continue. Here I can directly connect with the add stitch. Connect with the dot group. And terminate the group. Now I can just connect with the other dots. I return with a zigzag underlay to the start of the edge. Now I can take over the edge stitch. Next I continue with the flower part. But first I prepare the design. I cut the edge stitch, move the group start a little bit inside of the leaf, add a branch, and add exit points to the blood stitches. Now we are ready to continue punching. Connect with the group start. Punch a nice point and terminate the group. Continue with the edge stitch. This one stops at the branch, and let me insert the leaf. I connect with the branch. Take over the second leaf, and punch to the blood stitch. Underlay along the blue line. Underlay, the blood stitches are ready, but the border section is still missing. Just add a branch in the middle. Continue punching. Connect with the underlay. Punch up to the borer start point. Borer in. Connect with the borer stitches. Borer out. And cover. Finally I connect with the branch. I have to exit through this leaf, but this leaf is still part of a group, so I have to explode it first. Then I can remove the old underlay. I add the new one and connect with them, and then cover with the blood stitch. We are at the end of our part B, and I punch to the start of the next part B. And I insert end repetition command. Now the system asks me how many copies. 10 is already predefined. Continue with part C. Punch an underlay. To the start of our group. And connect with the group. I have to repunch the border section. It's actually pretty the same way as I punched already the upper part. And we finish part C with the last blood stitch. Now I just lock along the blood stitch. And needle out. Move to the center and stop. Now we are ready. I just refresh the repeat. Before writing the stitch data, I want to check the design with ProView. Change the fabric. And select another thread. Now simulation is okay. Everything is fine and I can finally write the stitch data. As you can see, we have selected SHC as output format, but we still can choose any of the available formats. So I still can write also in less MST. Save the data. Now we are at the end. Thanks for watching and I hope to see you next time again.